be me. 27-year-old software developer, sitting in a brewery for my buddy Tyler's bachelor party. 12 drunk guys around me celebrating his upcoming wedding. Should be having fun. Not having fun. Tyler is telling the proposal story again. Rented a boat at sunset. Had a violinist hiding below deck. Whole thing cost him $3,000. Everyone is losing their minds over it. I am nursing my 4th beer, pretending to laugh at the right times, trying not to look like a psychopath. Connor, Tyler's brother, starts showing his wedding photos. Got married last spring. Talks about honeymoon in Greece. Shows off the watch his wife bought him. Best decision I ever made, bro. Andrew from our college days is planning his proposal, thinking maybe Christmas. Already has the ring picked out. 2 months' salary, worth every cent. Feel my throat getting tight. Room feels smaller. Tyler raises his glass toward me. To my man Dylan, last single guy in the group. Moment of silence for our fallen brother. Everyone laughs. I force a grin. Raise my beer. Someone has to keep you guys entertained with dating horror stories. Connor turns to me. Know what is coming before he says it. What happened with Jessica? You two seemed perfect together. Stomach drops. Just did not work out, man. You said that about Kelly, too, Andrew adds. And before her, what was her name? Melissa? Table gets quiet. All eyes on me. Tyler leans in. Drunk and emotional. Dude, I really hope you find what Sarah and I have. You deserve that kind of happiness. Chest tightness worse. Need air. Need them to stop staring at me like I am defective. Andrew will not drop it. He has always been the pushy one. Seriously, though, why do you bail on every relationship? You hit the 1-year mark and vanish. 12 pairs of eyes locked on me. The wings I ate feel like rocks in my gut. What are you looking for? Andrew keeps going. You are 27. You have a good job. You own a car outright. What magical unicorn are you waiting for? Do not have an answer. Or I do, but cannot say it here. Because the real answer is my dad. I think about how he lived in the basement for 6 months before leaving. How he apologized for breathing too loud. How he became invisible in his own house. Just not there yet, I finally say. Connor laughs. You sound like my ex-girlfriend. Everyone laughs. I laugh too. Conversation moves to wedding venue drama. Subject drops. But not for me. Tyler leans over, whiskey drunk, grabs my arm. You know the secret, he slurs. Finding someone who lets you be yourself. Sarah never tries to change me. I nod, force another smile. My dad said the same thing to my mom when they were dating. Tyler continues. Said a good marriage makes you more of who you are. Not less. My stomach turns, because that is the opposite of what I saw. Dad became less everything. Less confident, less happy, less alive. Tyler's still talking. Sarah tells me to hang with my boys. Keep my guitar hobby. Stay in my softball league. She is not trying to fix me, you know? That is great, man, I manage to say. You will find that, too, he says, squeezing my arm too hard. Someone who does not try to shrink you. Excuse myself to bathroom. Stand at urinal. Stare at graffiti on wall. Someone who does not shrink you. Dad shrunk for 12 years. 4 hours later. In lift going home. Too drunk to drive. Scrolling Facebook. Jessica posted engagement photos. Some finance bro with perfect teeth. Comments filled with congratulations and ring emojis. Close app. Stare out window at city lights. That night. Lying in bed. AC humming. Cannot sleep. Keep thinking about Tyler saying, you deserve that. Like marriage is some achievement I am too messed up to unlock. Maybe I am messed up. Fall asleep around 4 in the morning. Mom texts Sunday afternoon, brunch today, that new place on Main Street, 1 o'clock. Need to chat about something. Should have known it was not casual. Show up to restaurant, exposed wood beams, mason jar drinks, full of people taking photos of their avocado toast. She is already there, green tea in front of her, wearing nice clothes. She planned this ambush. Hugs me. Says I look tired. Orders for me before I can speak. Cold brew, right? That is still what you drink. It is. Hate that she assumes. We make small talk. Work is fine. Tyler's wedding next month is fine. My apartment is fine. Can see it in her face, though. The concerned mother, look. The we need to talk face. Here we go. So, she says, stirring her tea like she is thinking. I bumped into Jessica's mom at yoga class. Stomach drops immediately. She mentioned Jessica is engaged now. Seems like a nice guy. Works in finance. Do not react. Mom watches me like I am a science project. She seemed surprised you two broke up. I was too honey. You seemed really happy together. We were fine. Just did not work out. This is becoming a pattern, though. Is it not? And there it is. Launches into her speech. Been thinking about this. Worried about me. Words sound rehearsed, emotionally unavailable. Fear of intimacy. Commitment phobia. Self-destructive behavior. Avoidant attachment style. Read some articles. I should talk to someone. Her therapist recommended a book about adult children of divorce. Feel anger building in chest. Like pressure in a bottle. Maybe it is about learning to trust, she says. Let someone really know you. I know the divorce affected you, but you cannot let it define your whole life. She stops, looks at me, staring at my untouched coffee. Why are you so scared of commitment, Dylan? Says it so softly, so worried, like she genuinely does not understand. I laugh. Not a happy laugh. You really have no idea. No idea about what? Look up at her. You destroyed Dad. Silence. Coffee grinder whirring. Acoustic guitar music playing. Someone laughing at nearby table. That is not fair, she says, immediately defensive. The divorce was complicated. Both of us made mistakes. Not talking about the divorce. Her face changes. Knows what is coming. Does not want to hear it. Lean forward. You want to know why I am scared? Let me tell you. Remember the neighborhood barbecue, I say. I was 10. Dad was manning the grill. You asked him to grab more ice from the cooler. He said he would in a minute. Burgers were almost done. Remember what you did? She shifts uncomfortably. Dylan, that was 17 years. You walked over to the other moms, Stacy and Jennifer. Said loud enough for everyone. My husband cannot prioritize to save his life. Typical man brain. They laughed. Dad's face went red. He left the grill. Got your ice immediately. I was just joking. Dad stopped hosting after that. Stopped inviting anyone over. I noticed. I was 10, and I noticed. She opens her mouth, closes it. Then the responsibility board. You made an actual chore board for your adult husband. Mow lawn Sunday, fix fence Saturday, unclog drain whenever it needs it. Little check boxes when he completed tasks. I was trying to create fair division of household labor. You treated him like an employee. When he worked overtime and missed mowing day, you would leave the lawn mower in the driveway, blocking his car, so he would see it first thing in the morning. I watched you do that, her face flushing red. Meanwhile, you posted on Instagram about partnership and mutual respect. Your friends commenting about how progressive you were. I saw those posts. I saw the difference between online and reality. That is not the same. When I was 12, Dad started eating the same lunch every day. Peanut butter sandwich, apple, nothing else. Asked him why once. Said he liked routine. But I heard you fighting. He wanted to go out for lunch with his co-workers. Fridays, $10. You said no. Stick to budget. Lean back in chair. The budget you controlled entirely. Meanwhile, you got your hair done every 6 weeks. $120. Yoga membership you used twice. $90 a month. Take out sushi when Dad worked late. But Dad could not spend $10 on lunch with friends. I managed finances because your father was too busy with work. He made more than twice what you made. She has no response. Every Saturday, Dad would work on his vintage car, his one hobby, and every Saturday you would make comments. Must be nice to play with toys all day. Some of us have real work to do. Called it toxic masculinity. Said it was a waste of money. He asked you to come see it multiple times. You refused. So he stopped. Sold the car. I was 13. She is crying now. Quiet tears. And then the basement. Dad started sleeping down there. You told your book club he chose it. Said he was emotionally checking out. But I heard the fight. You told him until he learned to show up as a real partner. You needed space. My voice gets quieter. I was 12 years old. And I understood. My dad had to earn the right to sleep in his own bedroom. Sit back. Hands shaking. So yeah, I am scared of commitment. I watched what marriage did to Dad. Watched him disappear. Watched him apologize for existing. And I watched you stop myself. Watched me what? Watched you feel completely justified the entire time. Couple at next table definitely listening now. Do not care. Mom's mascara running. Wipes eyes with napkin. Trying to compose herself. You are only seeing one side, she says. Voice shaking. Your father was not perfect. There were things you did not see. Like what? He was emotionally shut down. Would not communicate. Would shut down when I tried to discuss our relationship. Because every discussion was an interrogation. You would sit him down with a list. Everything he did wrong that. Weak. You called them relationship check-ins. He called them stop. Called them what Dylan. He told me after the divorce. Said they felt like job performance reviews, where he was always underperforming. She flinches. I was trying to build an equal partnership. Do you know how much emotional labor I carried? The mental load of managing a household. He worked 55 hours a week. You worked 30. He paid mortgage, my school expenses, car insurance, your student loans. Marriage is not about money, she says. It is about equal partnership, equal contribution. So what did you contribute? That equaled 55-hour work weeks and 2/3 of the income. I raised you, she says. We both know Dad did half the parenting. Until you pushed him out. Silence. She is tearing napkin into tiny pieces, not even noticing. You wanted equality in chores. I continue. But not in financial contribution. You wanted him to cook half the meals, but criticized everything he made. You wanted him to communicate, but only about his failures. That is not equality, Mom. That is control. He emotionally withdrew first. She tries, stopped being present, stopped trying. I remember when Dad was present. I was 7 or 8. He would come home from work, ask about your day, try to kiss you hello. You would pull away. One word answers. Go back to your phone. That is not. I remember him buying you flowers. Once. You said, "What are you apologizing for?" Like the only reason for flowers was guilt. He never bought them again, her face crumbling. He did not withdraw first. He gave up. After years of being punished for trying, she is fully crying now. Barista looking over, concerned. I did my best, Mom says. Marriage is hard. I was dealing with my own trauma. Do you remember what you said? The day Dad moved out. She goes pale. Remembers. I was 13. Crying. Asked if you would get back together. You looked right at me and said, "Marriage is a patriarchal trap, designed to control women. I am finally free. I was hurting. I was processing my emotions. I was 13 years old. People definitely staring now? Still do not care. You told your son marriage was a trap, right after blowing up his family, and you wonder why I am terrified. Pull out phone, open Instagram, show her feed. You post about healthy relationships, emotional intelligence, communication skills. You have dated how many guys since Dad? 6. She does not answer. How long did the longest one last? 11 months. And every time it ends, you post about knowing your worth, not settling for less. Put phone away. The common denominator is you. Just like the common denominator in my relationships is me. I do what you did. Find reasons to leave when it gets real. Because you taught me that is what you do. When someone does not meet impossible standards, she is sobbing, not quiet tears, full sobbing. I never meant to. I was trying to be a good mother. You were so focused on not being oppressed that you became the oppressor. Dad paid the price. Now I am paying the price. Stand up. Put 20 on table. I need to leave. Dylan, please. I do not blame you for the divorce, Mom. I blame you for what you did to him and calling it feminism. Walk out. Leave her there. Mascara streaked. In brunch, place full of strangers who heard everything. 7 hours later. Mom texts, "I am sorry you feel that way. I know I was not perfect, but you have to understand how hard things were for me. Your father and I both made mistakes. I hope we can discuss this calmly someday. I love you." Read it 4 times. Sorry you feel that way. Not sorry for what I did. Not sorry I hurt you. Sorry you feel that way. Almost laugh. Almost. Do not respond. Sit on couch. 3rd beer. Think about Jessica. Started small with her. She would joke about my mess. Then jokes got meaner. Must be nice having a maid. Oh wait, that is me. Started suggesting I dress better for her work events. Just want you to make a good impression, babe. Wanted my phone password. It is 2024. Couples share everything unless you are hiding something. When I worked late, she would text. Work again, huh? Nice excuse. Started planning our future. But only her version. The house she wanted. The wedding style she dreamed of. When I suggested alternatives, I thought you wanted me to be happy. Final straw was the spreadsheet. Made a timeline for our relationship. Sent it to me like it was romantic. Engaged by month 15, married by month 24, house by month 30, first baby by month 40. Opened it and felt walls closing in. Broke up with her 3 days later. We were at coffee shop. She had spreadsheet open on laptop, adding more details. I was thinking we could start looking at rings soon, she said, smiling. Just to get an idea of your taste. Felt my throat close, saw Dad's face, heard Mom's voice. Until you show up as a real partner, I cannot do this, I said. Jessica's smile vanished. Cannot do what? This. Us. I am sorry, she cried. Said I was ruining something good. Said I was threatened by strong women. That phrase. Mom used that exact phrase about Dad. I was not crazy, was not self-sabotaging, was pattern recognition, saw the warning signs, the small controls, the cutting jokes, the gaslighting, the progressive language used as weapon, ran because staying meant becoming Dad. The fear was not irrational. It was survival. Sometimes wonder if I was wrong, if Jessica would have been different, if I quit too soon. But then, I remember Dad's face, at family dinners after divorce, lighter, free, like he had been underwater for 12 years. Finally came up for air. Better to leave at year 1 than wake up at year 12 and realize you have vanished. Better alone than a ghost in your own life. Maybe I am damaged. Maybe I just learned from what I witnessed. Sit there in quiet apartment. Beer getting warm. Something shifts. Still scared. Still scarred. But at least now I know why. Open contacts. Scroll to Dad. Have not really talked since awkward Christmas call. 8 months ago. Type out message. Hey Dad, I know it has been too long. Can we grab dinner this week? There is stuff I need to talk about. I think I finally understand. Hit send before I overthink. 2 minutes later. Phone buzzes. Absolutely. Wednesday work for you? Would really like that, son. Stare at message. Eyes watering. Wednesday is perfect. Put phone down. Finish beer. Apartment quiet except for refrigerator hum. And traffic outside. Think about Tyler getting married next month. About bachelor party. About Andrew asking what I am waiting for. Think about Mom sitting in that restaurant, finally hearing what I carried for 14 years. Think about Dad in that basement, getting smaller, apologizing for existing. Not sure I will ever not be scared. But maybe, just maybe, talking to Dad is a start. Maybe understanding where fear comes from is enough for now. Do not have answers. Do not have happy ending. But I have clarity. And for first time in years, that feels like something. 4 months later, meet Dad at same brewery where Tyler had bachelor party. Have not done this. Just us. In years. Maybe ever. He looks older. More gray hair. But something different in his face. Less exhausted, maybe. Order food. Make small talk about work. About weather. About nothing important. Finally, he says, Your mom called me. Freeze. Fork halfway to mouth. After your conversation, she was very upset. Wanted to know if I poisoned you against her. What did you tell her? Told her you are 27. You have your own memories, your own perspective. Take sip of water. She did not like that answer. Eat in silence for a minute. I am sorry, he says finally, for letting you see all that, for not protecting you from it. Dad number, let me finish. He puts fork down. Should have left sooner. Should have fought for more custody. Should have been honest with you about what was happening, instead of just taking it. You were trying to keep peace. I was being coward. He looks at me, and you suffered for it. I see that now. Chest feels tight. I used to think, I say slowly, that something was wrong with me for being so scared. You are not broken, Dylan. I know that now. But wasted years thinking I was. He nods. Understands. For what it is worth, he says. I am seeing someone. About 9 months now. Look up. Surprised. Her name is Linda. She is different. We actually split things. 50-50. She does not keep score. Does not make me feel like I am failing. Some invisible test. He smiles a little. Did not think I would ever want to try again. But she makes it feel safe. That is really good, Dad. Telling you because I want you to know. You can learn from my mistakes without carrying my damage. You can be careful without being paralyzed. Finish dinner. He pays. Insists. In parking lot, before we get in separate cars. He hugs me. Actually hugs me. Tight. Proud of you, he says, for facing it. For not just accepting the fear. Learned from the best, I say. He laughs. Sad, but real. Learn from my mistakes. Not my example. Drive home that night. Do not feel fixed. Do not feel healed, but feel less alone. And when I see Andrew posted photos from another engagement party, everyone paired up, happy, moving forward. Do not feel panic. Just feel. Okay, maybe someday I will be ready. Maybe I will not, but at least now I know. The fear is not who I am. It is just something that happened to me, and that makes all the difference.